Welcome to the Big Success Show. Today, how to dream bigger.
Big Success with the Professor and Mary-Lynn.
People who succeed big,
And that's big with two G's.
those people dream big.
Big with two G's.
And there's a common misperception, excuse me, Mary-Lynn, if I can spit it out. There's a common misperception that they aren't constrained by the same forces that the rest of us are. Somehow God's given them special favor or something, right? Mm-hmm. They absolutely are constrained in exactly the same ways all of us are.
But there is a big difference, and that is big with two G's. And we'll talk about that on today's show.
Hi, I'm George the Professor.
And I'm Mary-Lynn.
It's not that people who succeed big don't face the same constraints that we all face. It's that they don't see themselves as being constrained.
What does that mean? How do they do it? And how can you do the same thing? Let's pull out the whiteboard for the professor's big idea.
I dream of having a closet cleaned out someday, Mary-Lynn.
I dream of it too. So, what is your big idea for the day, Professor?
Don't focus on why you can't. Focus on why you can and how you will.
I like the "and" part.
Yes, the
I
"and."
think that's the important part right there.
It
But
is.
let's take a look at this concept and how to apply it. So first, change your focus from can't to can.
Those who succeed big don't spend a lot of time telling themselves all the reasons they can't do something. Instead, they focus on why they can and how they will.
And why is that so important?
Well, because when you change your focus from can't to can, you open up your mind to all sorts of possibilities. You know, you think about it, can't is a defeatist term, right? Mm-hmm. Can is a winner's term. I can do it. So as long as we tell ourselves we can do it, our mind goes to where you lead it to go. Get it thinking about why something can't be done, guess what it's going to do? It's going to find all kinds of reasons to justify your opinion, to tell you that it can't be done.
Now, I mean, there are some instances where your brain will say, look, that logically that doesn't make sense for me. Or I mean, there are times when you can't do something, right?
Yes, that's certainly true, Mary-Lynn, but we spend way too much time on the can'ts and not enough time on the can'ts. If you can't change something, stop messing with it, right? I mean, it's time to move on to something else is the thing. So you want to always be working on your cans, the things I can do. It's kind of like entrepreneurs thrive because they are in control. And it's kind of a similar thing. I'm in control of the things I can do. I'm not in control of the things I can't do.
Okay.
So to succeed big, you have to get your mind to think about all the ways that it can be done. In like form, it's going to start producing a number of ways to overcome all those obstacles that hold other people back.
And I don't mean to be the negative Nelly over here.
That's your job.
But you know, just like there are some things that can't be done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are also ideas that may not work.
Sure.
So what do
So
you,
once again,
so you don't just want to say, well, I think I can. I get the idea that you need to be positive and that you need to think about ways to do things. But when reality smacks you in the face, what do?
You move on.
Okay. So
right?
You say, I can't do it.
Yes.
Okay.
There are times when you have to say that. I think once again, most people tend to quit too early. And that's the reason for them ultimately not succeeding the way they would like to. Mm-hmm. People who succeed big focus on what they can and move on from the things they can't to quickly get to the things they can do. And if an idea doesn't work, which, you know, entrepreneurs face this all the time. I've tried this idea. I've tested this idea. There's ways we can go around making that to be an affordable thing, you know, so I can afford to move on to something else. How do I do that? Well, I do that by managing my risk in the first thing and understanding here's what I'm expecting out of it. And if I achieve that, I move on to the next step. If I don't achieve it, maybe I need to move on to something else.
Okay. So that's in this concept, that's the part about focusing on why, don't focus on why you can't. And so then the second part of your big idea is focus on why you can and how you will. So how you will. if you never get out of the gate, if you just assume you can't win the race, then you won't. And
That's right.
And there are 3 factors to help you focus on how you will.
We'll use the alphabet for these, Mary-Lynn.
Okay.
So A is to dream big dreams.
That's big with 2 G's for
You
sure.
better believe it. And then B is to tap into your experiential wisdom. Big term we'll talk about here in just a second. And then C is truly believe.
Okay. And so factor A, how to dream big.
Yeah, you must dream again. Dream the kind of dreams you dreamed when you were young. Maybe not the exact same dreams, because hopefully we've matured a little bit. Mary-Lynn, you're looking at me as if I haven't. But
Well, why, I don't know. Why put limits on it? I mean, why tell people that maybe they've outgrown those dreams?
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying as a kid, I dreamed of being an astronaut. Maybe as I got older, I realized that I didn't really have the physical conditioning, nor the mental ability, perhaps, the mental acumen in that field to become an astronaut. So I have other dreams. They're just as big, if not bigger. But all we're saying is, don't dream you may not dream the same dreams you did when you were a kid, but dream like you did when you were young.
Okay, yeah, like when the world was your oyster.
Yeah, or when there was nothing you couldn't do.
When you could imagine all the things that you would accomplish.
And when you couldn't wait to grow up so you could get to all these wonderful ideas.
All right, another factor to help you focus on how you will is to tap into your experiential wisdom. So, first of all, Professor, what is experiential wisdom?
It's a big word, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't even know. That's more than 2 syllables. I'm not sure I understand it. But it's exactly what it sounds like, right? Experiential. So we have a certain kind of innate wisdom or intellectual intelligence. Experiential wisdom is that knowledge that you've gained through your actual experiences. You didn't read it in a book. You didn't hear it in a class. You actually experienced it.
And so what's great about this is that, now we're better equipped to achieve our big dreams.
Well, and because if you combine the dreams of your youth with the wisdom gained from your experiences, you can achieve things that other people only fantasize about, if they allow themselves to think about them at all. You see, that's the difference now. You have an asset you didn't have when you were young. You have experiential wisdom, your experiences and everything that you've learned from them. So the possibility of achieving the impossible is more probable. How's that, Mary-Lynn?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm pumped up.
All right.
And that's really a killer combination. Experience plus wisdom. Mm-hmm. So that's that killer combination for achieving big success.
And that's big with 2 G's, baby.
Absolutely. But many people don't think about that. They just stop dreaming big dreams.
They accept being average and ordinary when they could be excellent and extraordinary.
And so now the third factor helping you focus on how you will achieve whatever it is you want to achieve is to believe. Believe that you can achieve what you conceive.
And then find a way to do it. It only takes one person discovering one way to do anything that's never been done before. Then the world marvels at the accomplishment. You are that one person. You were born to dream big dreams.
Big with 2 G's.
You know it because you've done it. You were born to be excellent and extraordinary, but first you must remove the limits that keep you from dreaming big.
And that's big with 2 G's. All right, so let's review the professor's big idea for today. Don't focus on why you can't. Focus on why you can and how you will. And use these 3 factors to help you do this. Dream big dreams, tap into your experiential wisdom, and believe.
Tap into your imagination. Dream about what can be. Then start thinking of ways to do it. Believe, really believe, deep down in your inner soul that you will win. You can achieve this one thing. You will achieve this one thing. Now, take action and achieve big success.
Want to dream bigger? Take our life purpose quiz. It's free. You'll find it at Big Success. That's big with 2 G's, success.com. Join us next time. We're going to share 5 tips on what makes a life meaningful.
And we thank you so much for listening today.
Until next time,
Here's to your big success.
Find big success at BIGGsuccess.com.